Hi guys, how's it going? Today I've got a really exciting video for you. I'm here in Singapore and I'm going to be touring some local fish stores, and we're here at our first stop. It's called 36 Hayang. So come with me and let's go inside. So I'm here with Jared. He's the one running the store here, and he's going to tell us about this great display tank they have here in front of the store.
Hi everyone, I'm Jared. I'm the one taking care of this store. And right in the center of our shop here, we actually have our 4x4 display tank. It's actually a mixed reef tank, and the reason for this lagoon style that we have gone for is so that our customers can actually enjoy the top view of the corals instead of the normal where people look from the side.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the flow is set up in here?
Alright, so for this system, we actually went for a closed loop system. There's actually water outlets at the bottom of the rocks here. It doesn't actually agitate the surface, but it actually gives the corals ample flow so that it doesn't cause them any distress or whatsoever. It actually bounces against the glass so that it actually has a circulating motion. Yeah, so
it's pretty neat. I mean, it's definitely hidden under the rocks. I didn't see that at first.
That was our goal so that it gives a very aesthetic look instead of having pipes and everywhere. We actually use the rocks to cover it.
I noticed that you have like a lot of scolemias in here. So is that kind of a popular coral here in Singapore?
In Singapore, scolemias, yes, they are considered quite popular because firstly they only come from Australia, and many people like the colors of it, such as your warpin, your bleeding apple.
This Euphilia garden, like the hammer garden, it's so popular here. You guys have so many different varieties. People love to see that.
Yeah, every time when we have a new customer that comes in, they always get amazed with our Euphilia garden, and they always tell me like, this is what makes me want to have like a reef tank of their own, because of how it looks like, very compact, and the different colors.
And I mean, most people, if they don't know about the hobby, they will not even believe that it's a hard coral, right?
Yes, a lot of people come in and ask me, are these corals real? Or because it looks fake. Yeah, the colors are just wow.
It's a great conversation piece because you've really achieved this lagoon style. And I noticed with this tank, what's really interesting too is you have this sump right here. I mean, right when people walk in the door, the first thing they see is the sump for this aquarium. So can you tell us why you have it like that?
All right, so instead of going for those traditional whereby the sump is stored within the cabinet itself, it gives us a chance to actually educate our customers on why this system is better than compared to those at iOS. So it shows us a perspective of this sump, the white sump here. We actually have the skimmer, roller filter, and all that. So when customers come in and ask us like, what does this equipment do and for what purpose, it's actually easier to actually point it out instead of always opening a cupboard and point then the system.
It shows that you want people to interact and be able to teach them. So I really like that. I think it's probably really nice for your customers too, because it helps them evolve in the hobby. One of the reasons that I really like doing these videos and traveling to new places is because you run into things you've never seen before. And so they actually have this brand here called Cubic Squared. So it's the aquariums that they make themselves. And inside I noticed this small roller filter. And it's just a roller filter that they've made that can go into the back of the tank. And when I saw it, he said, yeah, we even have one for a nano tank. I was like, what? I need to see that. So come here, and back here, whoop, it's the littlest roller filter I've ever seen. I mean, that's pretty cute, you have to admit. I'm considering taking one home, so I think that's pretty cool. So this is definitely why I like to travel and go to new places and see new fish stores, because you never know what you're gonna find. And then they got a couple sales tanks in the back here. I noticed again, you guys got a lot of the torch corals, the hammer corals. So can you just show us a little bit what you have here?
Right, so here we actually have our Euphilia section of our frog spawn and hammer corals. Right, here we do have we have pratas as well for this tank here. So this tank is mainly Euphilias, and we have our SPS tanks over here on my right.
Pretty simple, pretty basic store, but I mean, they've got a beautiful display tank, and I love how they're educating their customers about the corals. So get ready, we're gonna go head to another store now. Singapore, We're at another one of the 3-6 Hayang shops. This one is 3-6 Hayang Kensington. So we're gonna go inside. It's a nice little shop, but they have a beautiful drop-off tank inside and some frag tanks. So we're gonna go inside and take a look at this other shop. Hey Sean, how's it going?
Hi,
nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, guys, so Sean here, he's the manager of the store, 3-6 Hayang Kensington.
Okay.
You know, do you think you can introduce yourself and show us around a bit?
Hi guys, I'm Sean. Okay, I'm in charge of this store. Okay, thanks guys for coming today. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can show us some of these beautiful tanks that you have here. I mean, this one catches my eye right away. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about it, how big it is, and to start.
This is actually a 4x4.
4x4.
Yeah, it's a 4x4 tank. Yeah, so this is actually our trademark. So if you realize, all of our stores, we have a square tank like this.
True, yeah, we did. Yeah. We went to the other 3-6 Hayang the other day, and they have one of these, but it's a little bit lower.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So this is what we are known for, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So this square tank, yeah.
And I have to ask, because I was standing here and I was thinking, how do you have this flow so balanced? What do you do to get that flow?
Okay, so actually I have 2 wave makers at the bottom.
Yeah.
So they are constantly on the pulsing mode.
Okay, so they're just...
So they give you a wavy feel. You know?
I mean, honestly, I've never seen such a wave.
So I mean, time to time, I have customers coming in. They have been asking me, "Are my eyes playing tricks on me?" Yeah.
Honestly, like if I stand here, I feel like I'm on a boat. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but it's so perfectly balanced, right in the middle.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel like seasick. So this is more like of a holding tank. I know you just got a shipment in here.
Holding tank. So this is the ones that once they are reserved, usually we put it here.
Okay.
Yeah, and prepare to send it out to the customers. Here we have our usual Indo soft corals. Okay, then right here we have some Indo cultured acros, and then we have a couple right here just landed from Australia. Yeah, so basically this is pretty much about it. Yeah.
And like I see a lot of people are using these Orfec bars here.
That's right.
I think almost every tank that we've seen, they probably they have that light.
Yeah, they helps us to enhance the pop, you see.
Yeah, it's quite attractive. I mean, I really like these tanks. So it's 4 feet by 4 feet, right?
Yes, that's right.
Wow. And then you got the sump underneath, and then maybe tell us about like this tank you have here.
Okay, so right here, basically this is our LPS dominated tank. Yeah, so this is where most of our LPS are held. Okay, so these are torches. Yeah, so Euphyllias, we have our hammers, frog spawns, these colimias, a little bit of Cyphestra here and there, and of course, a lot of Duncans.
Oh, it's popular here?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Actually, that's pretty interesting. I've noticed here in Singapore that what's really popular is the hammers, the torches, and I think everyone's tank had a Duncan in it as well.
Especially torches, yeah. I think it's international, I guess.
It is, but you know, like here, everyone seems to have like such a collection. They have 5 or 10 different colors of it. It's really interesting.
It's addictive.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Be someone better. Yeah.
And maybe you can tell us about the beautiful drop-off tank. So maybe we can go and see that one.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Is this custom made?
Yeah, it is custom made. Okay, so this is actually the length is 4 feet. Okay. So the drop-off height is actually 3 feet, and this part is 2 feet. So the width is about slightly more than 2.5 feet.
It's full of acropora. So are you like fragging out of this tank? Or?
Okay, so for me, those that know me, actually, I don't really frag things out from my tank.
Okay. Oh, this is your tank?
Yeah, this is my personal tank. Because for me, I'm actually an acro person, as I think you can see.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So usually, unless it really broke off, then okay, maybe I just, put a frag.
But what if they start fighting each other? Do you make an exception?
Okay, if you really were to look at it closely, most of my acros are actually already fighting each other.
Yeah.
But so far, so good. Yeah. So for me...
You're never tempted to get in there and...
Nah, because...
Trim a branch.
I realized that if they start fighting each other, okay, they will start to spread elsewhere.
Okay.
Like, they will sprout out elsewhere.
Okay, so they create a little barrier and then spread the other way.
So just make sure they have enough carbon so that you can counter the chemical coral warfare. Yeah.
Guy, is there anything in here that you love the most?
Yeah, for sure. There's actually one specific piece, which is
Let's see. Oh, wow.
So this is Pinky the Bear. Yeah.
Pinky in the Brain?
Yeah, Pinky in the
Oh, that's a
Brain,
nice
yeah,
one. I
that's
mean,
a really nice piece.
look at the polyps.
I grew it up from a really small piece.
I think it's like, it is a really nice view from here.
Yeah.
It's hard to see on the camera because it's such a tight space, but
Yeah,
is the
that's
tank meant to be viewed from this angle, kind of?
Actually, I mainly focus on this view.
Yeah.
And of course, the entrance.
Yeah, because I can tell it almost
Correct.
like slopes down in the front
Yes,
here. It's
that's
a very
right.
beautiful
That's
tank.
right.
So you got the 4 radions on the top.
Okay, so for the 4 radions, I'm actually running G-Force.
What do you dose?
Yeah, so I'm dosing the Aquaforest Component Pro. Yeah, the whole tank is actually basically running on
Aquaforest?
yeah.
What do you keep the parameters?
Okay, so for me, I prefer to keep my KH at a lower amount, which is around 6.7.
6.7?
Yeah, because after years of experimenting this, I realized that lower KH actually forces like the poly extensions to come up.
Interesting.
Might be coincidental, but
Yeah.
it's pretty constant, yeah.
And what about everything else? The calcium, nitrates, phosphates?
Calcium, I usually keep it around 420, 415, 420.
Yeah,
And magnesium, I try to keep it around at least 1450.
1450.
So, okay, so my phosphate is 0.
0.
Okay, just did the ICP, just come back.
And not
recently.
even like 0.01,
Nah,
just
it's
like
flat
0.
0. But for the
Interesting.
nitrate, I
Yeah.
prefer to keep it like slightly higher.
Okay.
Yeah, so my nitrate is, you might be shocked, okay, but it's at 30,
I'm ready.
30 ppm.
30?
Yeah, 30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
so
interesting.
George always says,
Yeah.
keep the nitrate low, right?
Yeah.
But I prefer to keep it high.
Okay,
Because
30.
the fact that I have a very complex tank,
Yeah.
so and then I run my intensities at 100% at peak.
Your lights.
So that's the balance point, the higher nitrate.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
well,
right.
you're doing something right.
Yeah,
It looks beautiful.
correct.
Like, is there any other corals you want to show us? Something special what you got here?
There's actually this really, actually it's a very common mushroom.
Yeah.
But this mushroom means a lot to me. It was given by my very good friend.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So it was actually added prior to you guys coming, like maybe a week ago.
Okay.
Because he says he wants this piece to be featured by WWC.
Wow.
So yeah, this one goes to him actually.
What's his name?
His name is Bobby.
Well,
Yeah,
Bobby, your mushroom rock is going to be in the video.
Yeah.
It is really nice. I mean, you can tell the mushrooms are about to split. It looks like he's had it for quite a while.
Kept it for about 4 years.
For 4 years?
Yeah, from like one frag. It
Wow.
just boom. Yeah, that's right.
That's great. I love that people know. Is he one of your like local customers?
Yes, one of my local customers. Yeah.
I think anyone would be proud to have this as their local fish stop. You know,
I guess so.
you have some beautiful tanks,
Yeah.
and it's full of equipment. So I really appreciate you taking the time to show us around. Thanks for letting us see the store,
Well,
and really appreciate it.
okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you
Thanks,
next
Nicole.
time.
See you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay guys, we're at the last stop of the day. This is 36 Hayang on Jalan Kayu. And actually we're gonna have a meet and greet. It's starting soon. The hobbies are gonna come, they're gonna hang out, meet us, learn about worldwide corals, and just hang out and talk reef. So let's go inside and check it out. Okay guys, so this is it, the 36 Hayang, Jalan Kayu. Beautiful shop. I think it's really nice is right in the front here they have this display of tanks that they're actually producing called Cubic Squared. So this store is kind of like a display center for a lot of products. You see on the wall there we have all the aquaforest stuff, and what's cool about this place is they have a kind of showroom for all the reef octopus stuff. So we're gonna check out some of the products, and then behind us we have all the reef tanks. But again, we're having the meet and greet, so it's already full of people. So we'll have a quick look and yeah, meet everyone that's here. Hey guys, I'm here with Ivan. So he's the manager of this store. How's it going?
I'm good.
Yeah. And just like all the other 36 Hayangs, they have this nice lagoon style tank. So I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about it.
Yep, sure, no problem. So basically, in our other stores, we have like a 4 by 4 feet by 4 feet tank. This one, we actually have a 5 feet by 5 feet tank. So this one, we have gone for like a more SPS dominant kind of tank, with of course a bit of LPS at the side there, and then we also have this giant clam right over this
He's
corner.
so big. I
It's
mean,
huge.
you guys have had him for a while.
We had this for about 3 years, but when we got him, it was about maybe about 5-6 inch at the time.
You got a bunch of acros. Is there anything special that you like here that you can point out?
The special acros, I mean, there's really a lot of different type of acros in here. We have dragons, we have the tenuis, the mealies, we have stacks as well. So the more like the common ones as well. So give it a good mix of Aussie SPS and as well as the Indo SPS in this tank.
Okay.
So give it a good variety.
And you guys just have the Radions.
Yeah, so this we are using 5 Radion G5s right in this tank. Yeah, so it should be sufficient for the SPS in this. Yeah.
And what do you guys have? Like you have a sump for it, or the sump is back there, right?
Yeah, so like our same as the other store, we have actually show an open concept for the sump, so it's easier for us to educate our customers or potential customers that how a sump system should work or how it should look like as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was saying, you know, when we walked in the door, they're having a meet and greet, so there's a bunch of people in the store. But if we go over to this side, can you tell us a little bit about these other tanks here?
Okay, so right here we have a more LPS dominated tank. So if you can see the Zoa, I mean Softies and LPS tank. It's a 6 feet by 2 feet wide, and then the height we keep it the same as the lagoon style, so we can still get the top view of the corals.
I really appreciate it because I feel like all the tanks are like the same height in the entire store.
Yeah.
Front here, you said you have the chalices.
We have the chalices in the front here. One section we have the gonio section. We have the short tentacle plate area, and then of course on this side here we have the hammer garden, the Euphyllias, some of the Cyphestra that is kind of slowly encrusting to the mainscape itself. And then of course right at the back we do it like Softies or where it says Zoas, Leatherfinger, Sinularias, toadstools and things like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's really interesting, right? Because you have the soft corals from the back and then leading to the
front.
chalices in the front.
Yes.
It's a nice tank. And then back here, I guess it's more like your frag systems. Oh, I like your shirt. It's really glowing. It looks nice. And I love the artwork.
Yeah, so these paintings are actually from Rachel Fogel. Yeah, so these are actually all painted with UV paint, and then you can actually see the luminescence of it.
They're really pretty. I mean, they really pop in the lights here. So, okay, maybe you can we can just walk down here and show us some of the equipment.
Yep, sure.
For sure. So here you have a bunch of reef octopus that you're displaying here.
Yeah, so from the reef octopus items, we actually display like the return pumps, the wave makers, schemers, and then of course there are biomedias as well. Then besides besides displaying here, we're actually using it in all our store, in the entire store here. So we're using all the wave makers and the return pumps as well as the schemers in the whole store.
And I think one of the things that I really noticed here in Singapore is the community is really strong, and I think everyone learns from each other. So I've seen in your store, like you display the sump so you can show people, and you have the products right in the front, so you can give.
So we can kind of educate people, and then at the same time, I think it's all about sharing so that we can grow the community together. So it's not just our store and we keep everything to ourselves. We want to open it up and share how we can keep the corals together and as well grow the community, like I say.
Yeah, and that's why we're having a meet and greet tonight. So everyone's coming in so we can talk about reefing, and I think people have questions about worldwide corals. It seems everyone's a big fan here, so I'm excited to start meeting some people and telling them some little stories about worldwide corals. I know that you guys like to take a lot of inspiration from what we're doing over there.
Yes, of course we're taking like the IDs, some of the IDs we're actually taking from WWC as well, not just WWC but also, just in general, just on Google, everything can be found from there.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm really excited to be here. So we're gonna just keep looking around and see what we find, and see how the night goes.
Yeah,
thanks.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
Ivan.
you.
Yeah. Meters by probably 2 or 3 meters by probably the same height. And so that's full of SPS acropora. Who's gonna be the lucky winner? This person. Lawrence. Oh my God. Okay guys, well that wraps up our tour here in Singapore. Thanks everyone for coming out. And if you guys liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe and leave the comment. And make sure to come in Singapore and check out all these reefers. Woo! Check this out guys, I've never seen this before, but they have bags of water. They're selling water by the bag.